You're killing me, Smalls.
We making movies, no acting in. I'm fucking Instagram action shit. UPS shipping packages. I'm smoking weed out them packages. If I ain't got a gun, I'm stabbing it. I got some leftover lean in the cabinet. I can hit your little hoe when she happy. Poke on that pussy shit like it's a top of it. We making movies, no acting in. I'm fucking Instagram action shit. UPS doing the packaging. I'm smoking good ass weed out them packages. I can't lie, 'cause I ain't capping it.
Welcome back to the DNA Podcast. It's your boy D.
It's your boy Antonio. Let's get to it.
Even though we're a week late, it's still fresh. And we're going to talk about Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. But to be fair, we watched it opening.
Yeah.
And just ain't talking about it until 2 weeks.
We just had a lot of stuff going on. Shout out to Mayview CLT. You know.
Hell, if y'all follow the social media, y'all know why we didn't post last week.
Yeah. So we've just been really busy, but we're back and doing the shit again.
So where to start? Should we start just at the beginning of the movie, go through to give ratings?
I think we should do a general overview. What do you think of the movie? Good, bad, indifferent. All right, you know. And
So
then go into it.
I think the movie was the best Doctor Strange movie because he's been kind of weak. Not him as a character, but him just, his movie's been kind of weak.
He only has one other one.
Weak. As far as Avengers go, he was right behind Thor in movies that I wanted to see of individuals.
Thor Ragnarok was good.
That's the point. That's what's behind Thor. And so, all in all, it established great things moving forward. Damn, boy. Is that water or liquor? It was one of the transitional movies. It's one of the better transitional movies. This is in the same boat as Ultron, but it did what it needed to do way better.
Well, I don't know, but it's not even the same boat as Ultron. It's the same boat as like Winter Soldier and like Civil War.
You think so?
Yeah, because Ultron is an Avengers movie, so it's supposed to be like an end cap.
So I guess technically you're true,
And
but
I
it's
know-
still transitional to get to Civil War.
Yeah, in a way, but Ultron wasn't handled well.
True. Like, that's 100% facts. And so it's like, this is going to lead to a bunch of other shit. It's going to lead to, and we'll get there when we get there. But it's solid. I feel like the characters was really fleshed out well. And some motives I don't agree with. But all in all, it was solid.
Yeah, I think you get to see everybody's motives. You get to see different aspects of different characters. You can see how characters could go down the wrong path and end up being, you know, the villain.
Yeah.
So let's just start from the beginning, I guess.
It was a lot going on. It was when the other Strange with the ponytail,
The ponytail string.
and America, God, that had to be her name, didn't it? Was in the multiverse, running away from this demon, and they were pursuing his book, and it was just like so much stuff happened. A portal opened up. This ponytail Strange is dead. Like, I knew he was dead before we found the dead body.
Yeah. He got stabbed in the chest, but he was dead.
And so then we go to Strange waking up. I thought that all was a dream from the get-go, but that shit was real life.
Yeah. And I think that was very, let's just start with the concept of like when you dream and you see yourself, you're seeing yourself in another dimension. I think that's a very interesting concept.
It's kind of like we talked about it on here before.
I'm pretty sure we did pitch that in one of our conspiracy theories.
Who would have thought it?
But yeah, I think that was a pretty interesting concept, and like that's a storytelling device. Very
Marvel typically used the comics as a way to fill in holes or transition, but they actually used a different like source. Like they used different forms of, it's not science, like ideology, I guess. Because like most people heard of, well, what if we dream is just a different whatever. So like to the casual fan, if they didn't hear about it, it doesn't take away. But if you heard it before, you know That's where they got it from. So it had deeper, like, they did research just even for that little aspect.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Doctor Strange is at the wedding or whatever for his ex-lover, and like her new man's a fucking super fan, and that fucking sucks.
So many things went left. It was one of, damn, he black, he hit that, my dog. He was my dog. But then it was like, he's a super fan. This is a weirdo. They should have made him white. They're like, this is a cool ass nigga, bro. You out here Google a kiki and the nigga that was smashing your girl, goddamn.
I mean, but who's smashing her down? It don't really matter if he's smashing her in the back.
You out here a kiki in their face. Like,
I don't know.
Hey nigga, can I have your autograph, that ass nigga? That was a real slow point in the movie for me.
I mean, it was the opening. Literally the second scene.
So it was, and that is true, but it felt like this dragged.
It did.
Because I feel like it was.
It literally was only there for like 5 minutes, and then it went straight to the next fight scene.
The 5 minutes, just a part of me. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like it was unnecessary.
No, it was necessary because it's Doctor Strange not being happy.
But we know he's not happy. Like that. That's
yes, but you have to. You would know that, but the average person, the lame person, would not understand that concept.
And then niggas that watch the movie, so I get that good art, quote unquote, is supposed to fill people in, and when they don't know, no, false. Good art is all about if you know it, you know it, and if you don't, well, you don't. That nigga was obviously sad. I forgot the bitch for a while. I thought she died. I'm not gonna hold you. So it was a good callback. I was like, damn. I thought she was dead, but
nah, she didn't get triggered.
But this nigga done got clean and whatever. I thought that nigga was about to hit the club with her. Oh no, he ain't got too many friends in the Avengers. He ain't hit the club with nobody.
He ain't talking wrong.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say he about to hit the club with Iron Man dead, Captain America dead, Peter not old enough. No, that nigga ain't hit the club.
You don't even know Peter exists anymore.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But this nigga done got all clean and shit to go to her wedding. Boy,
yeah, I don't think I could ever go to an ex's wedding.
I was about to say maybe my maturity level will never reach high enough, but that is beyond weird.
I think I could go if I was already in another relationship, but for me just to go, the fuck.
And I think that's already weird. But I think what made it like the groom being a super fan is what really, so it's like it's already weird that you're there. But shit, the groom probably invited that nigga. You still fuck with Strange. Not like that though. You still got that nigga number. You think he show up? But it doesn't last long, and we do transition straight to the fight scene of. They were the fight scene. America was about to get washed by shit never had a name. I bet in the credits.
It's Azagoroth is the name of that creature. Is a Doctor Strange villain. But they kind of put it in there as an Easter egg, so that's so that, like the real fans would know. But it's also just a cool thing to have on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's not named, because he's not a real villain in the context of this movie.
And it makes sense why she never ended up named, because why it never ended up named, because well, one, it ended up dead, and two, hell, the person who's controlling it was way stronger than it. So
yeah. So
there's no need to bring it back.
Yeah.
As a side note, I think the actress who played America was a wonderful actress, but I think have you seen the Marvel Avengers game that came out?
I
didn't play it because
I didn't play it. I saw a few clips.
They introduced a character. I forgot her name. I think her name's like Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
The actress looks smack like the Miss Marvel character in the game. Like I'm talking like almost one of one copy, but they're not the same person. I thought.
Yeah, they actually signed someone else to be the Miss Marvel in the MCU.
Yeah.
She's already signed. She already has a contract, all that fun stuff. And she's like a Pakistani girl.
So like it was fucking me up for it because I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, her powers is different. This Marvel stretched.
Yeah.
Maybe she gonna start stretching.
And I think America is actually a comic book character. She's part. I'm pretty sure she's part of the new Avengers.
I believe so too. Just that was just a small thing that took me out just for the fact of like, if I showed you a picture, I'm gonna show you. It's like, oh, yeah, she does look smack like it. It's kind of like they put Tobey Maguire in this one before they did the Spider-Verse, but they made that nigga like, I don't know. Just one. Oh wait, that's Tobey Maguire. That nigga Spider-Man. Like you ain't gonna fool me.
Yeah, but I think it just because I'm pretty sure they made America like a Hispanic girl, and let's just say a lot of minorities kind of look similar.
I actually didn't know what the hell she was. Not gonna sit her alone.
I think her name's America, so I assume she's Spanish.
Yeah.
So.
But she gets saved by Strange and Wong, and
Wong's kind of getting washed.
Well, Strange was getting.
Strange getting washed too.
But Wong's
getting washed more than me.
Isn't that so? Right before you said that, I was about to say, and this foretold the movie because them niggas barely won against the damn henchman. They barely won against the villain in the first 5 minutes. This is going downhill fast.
Well, I think that's a good form of storytelling because it's basically saying like, hey, if you have trouble against this person, the big bad's gonna be a fucking problem.
And knowing who the big bad was, I'm glad that they did that because like a trope used in most adventure media, I hate when the henchmen are just lackeys to the big bad. Why does the big bag hang around them if they're just lackeys? And in this movie, with how powerful she was, why would she make weak ass creatures? She didn't. But I'm glad that it was good enough to do its job. It already killed the Strange, and it probably would have killed Wong and Strange separately if they weren't together. Like, it's debatable for that. So I liked that. Damn, it's a grunt, but big strong enough to be the boss. But then I think so after they win, and that impale scene was hard. Something about eyes that get me. Like I hate seeing eyes get poked.
I feel that way about like bones breaking. That makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, bones breaking get me too. But I think I closed my eyes when it's like you just went straight through that motherfucker. Like damn.
I like how Strange just fucking killed that nigga.
Wolf, no, like he didn't try to question the shit or nothing. He knew, nope. I just gotta get you up out of here. But then the next scene is actually one of my favorite scenes. Is he goes to visit Wanda in her made up fucking playhouse. Apple orchard shits. And it got me. I'm not gonna say this is where I love this movie. I did not know Wanda was gonna be the antagonist. I was under the assumption her and Strange was gonna have an uneasy partnership.
That's what I thought it was gonna be too. I thought the bad guy was gonna be like Mephisto, which is MC the Marvelverse, basically devil Satan.
Yeah.
Character. I thought it was gonna be like Mephisto or somebody like that, and then it was Wanda.
And like
it was good.
I didn't even get that she was the bad guy until like stuff happened so fast. So they're just talking through the field. Whoop-de-whoop this, and then she name dropped America. Didn't notice until Strange noticed. Even then, I'm like, oh, so this is why their partnership is uneasy. She want to use her too, but then the things just got a little bit darker. Oh wait, she sent them shits. like it was not clear as day to me at first that she was going. Like she was even like, oh, so she like I expected Wanda to know about this stuff. What the hell did she do in her free time? We know she collect demonic books. So reading up on stuff.
Not collect. No, but I think that's the scene where she was like, me sending them was me being reasonable.
Yeah.
That was that scene. Yeah.
That was my...
That was fucking hard.
Yeah.
That's a hard ass line.
Yeah. Or that was hard. No, I think that was when she was in the sky. As the final bit was Strange. What the fuck did she say? Because it was just as hard. Because she probably said it at both times. I think she said it at both times, but in different ways. But it was just like, boom. It was Strange, you can give her to me. Or the next time we meet, you will invoke the wrath of the Scarlet Witch.
Not you name dropping yourself in the third person.
Not you about to activate the alter ego. I probably would have voted. I probably would have gave it to her. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say what I'm about to say again in a later episode. But do niggas not know who Wanda is? I do not want no part of that. She's like Debo to my Red. You want some of this? Or whatever she want. Oh, you want America? Bro, I got you. You want Spider-Man power too? I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring the London too. Boy, how many kids' powers you want to take? And so they went to go ready the troops or whatever. And just like, I'm not even going to hold you. For the fact that he gave up her location, I'm just so in shock at why they just did not retreat somewhere.
Just move her somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just move her somewhere else.
Because for the fact that when Strange walked off, we know Wanda got ready. And we know Wanda didn't teleport because she flew in. So, like, you had so much.
Wanda gave him a time frame. Thursday at 12 o'clock, nigga.
And we know Strange teleported directly there. You had so many teleports. But when I was talking to my roommate, he did explain they could have ran, but Wanda was going to find them eventually. So it could be run and be safe for 2 more weeks, or it could just do what we do now. And then we skip to the scene where they all ready to go. Wanda shows up in the Scarlet Witch outfit, and that's when they have another dialogue, and it was just, and she was ready to go, good buddy. And I also feel in this moment she was holding back just for the fact, damn, Strange, I respect you trying to be man to man and talk to her, but you know she could have killed you right then and there, right?
Oh, yeah, she could have smart that nigga right there.
Like, you know that you going back and telling the troops ready was her being more than honorable in the fight, knowing that she knew that y'all couldn't fuck with her. But they ready the shields, and the shield she actually can't penetrate. I wish they would have told us more what the hell that was, because I've never known something that Wanda couldn't penetrate.
Well, I think it's not that her powers couldn't go through it, because that's how she ended up going through it. Like, she uses her mind control power. She just couldn't, like, blast through it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure if she blasted strong enough and for long enough, eventually it would break, because it's all being powered by people. You know what I'm saying? They get tired.
And you could see she was a little bit shook. Part of me was like, damn, what you gonna do next? Power God? When somebody matches that power on defense, you look a little shook.
I mean, you gotta think about that though. It took 200 niggas to stop.
No, that's right then and there. So like before we even knew it, I thought America was already transported somewhere. So like, this was just a big fake out. Like, bro, we gonna try to take Wanda, maybe try to tie her out, do something. And then when she get in here, the girl's not even here. Yeah, we forgot to tell you that. We just been guarding the temple. But her using her mind control ability is great because it showed she got it. But God, I hate that damn ability. I feel like, why did y'all prep these niggas for that?
I feel like they did, but it's just like she's literally just that good. She literally has the powers of a mind of Infinity Stone.
True. I was about to say, it's always that weak nigga though. She going through, boom, and him like, there he go.
But out of 200 niggas, those girls already won.
There goes that weak nigga, and you done folded on everything. I know it's not his fault he folded, but he still folded and niggas is dead.
He probably died too, to be honest.
For facts. I don't.
Because Wanda was not sparing nobody's fucking life.
They did not actually tell us directly, but I'm pretty sure everybody that was right there died.
Well, a lot of them returned to ash and was like burnt the fuck up and was like, yeah, a lot of them were fucked.
She did the do to them niggas, boy. And it was quick too. She did that bitch all in like 20 seconds. Strange and Wong retreat. Strange actually traps her in the mirror dimension. I can only think there had to have been somewhere else you could have trapped her. Like there's somewhere you could have trapped her where there was not a way out specifically like that.
Well, I don't think that there actually is a way out. I think Wanda just made a way out.
Oh.
Like, I think you would have to have a slingshot to get out. But Wanda is just that nigga.
This brings up another thing, but this is when Far From Home, Away From Home, the last Spider-Man movie, goddammit.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell did Strange get that? So, like, you know what him and Peter did or whatever, but Peter stole his shit. And I'm only thinking about that because why the fuck didn't Strange send her there?
Well, to me, it seemed like that whole area was like a booby trap. So if she got past here, this was supposed to stop her.
Yeah.
And so like I feel like they had that pre-set up to be a mirror dimension trap, not like a.
Which is true. If you don't plan on her being able to get out, it's a good plan. How about just send her to a different plane of existence? You can blast as much as you want, but you're in a whole different area.
She didn't even blast her way out. She just fucking.
Yeah, she did.
The fucking mirror. Fucking weirdo.
And God, it's only a bad plan to where like because she can come through the reflections. Nigga, everything reflects.
My thing is like, why is there so much water in mirrors in motherfucking place? What the fuck is going on?
And I'm not even gonna hold you. I knew it. I called it in my mind. I bet you come out of that damn. I bet you come out of that gong because they covered up everything. Niggas, did y'all not know that brass reflects? But
she's coming out the fucking puddles.
Bro, she was coming out there. When she came out the puddles, reminded me of the episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, with the little puddle demon that came after Eustace. I swear to God.
I was thinking of like The Ring, where like the girls in the well, she climbs up the TV.
Oh yeah,
that's the vibe. And I'm pretty sure that's where they got a lot of inspiration for that scene.
Because it was just her hand poking, like it was literally a horror movie.
And then she pulled her whole body out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, when she pulled her body out, that shit was gross. Like that shit was horror movie-esque because it was like
very much The Ring. Like it became very much The Ring.
And so America freaks out, sends her and Strange to we don't know the name of the galaxies yet. I mean to the different multiverses yet.
They did say that what the numbers were of each. They said they had numbers of.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what they said theirs was.
I know for facts theirs is 626. Because in all main Marvel and DC timelines, it's always 626. Now, I don't know who came up with it first and the other ripped it. I know that. And fun fact, Lilo and Stitch is 626 as well. So I don't know what the hell is about 626 that makes niggas just like it. But that's the first we really see of the multiverse. But like we've seen it in the last Spider-Man movie, just little glimpses.
Well, no, we've seen it in. You haven't watched it. You've seen it in Loki, and that's when the multiverse actually is truly created. It's in Loki, and then Spider-Man, and then this movie. And that's all the times where the multiverse has been actually somewhat explored.
And them niggas are just going through. Niggas just going through every form of CGI, and I loved it. It's a trope. That's not new. That's old. It's used. But I love it. The show multi-dimensional travel.
I think the paint one was the. You see they went to one of the universes and it was like all paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking weird.
It's a paint universe, goddammit. I cannot remember every single one, but they turned into animals, which I love. Don't know why I like animal versions of fucking superheroes. And I think they did a Looney Tunes version.
Mm-hmm. The cartoon world.
Boy, that's how you do that's how you show going through the multiverse. I love that shit. Until they ended up, wherever the fuck they ended up. We don't know. I don't remember the name.
What was it? It was like 640 or something like that.
I'm going to call it Planet 2, because it's the second main planet. And America proves to us that first rule of multidimensional travel, you don't know anything. Oh, fucking red means go and green means stop. Nigga Strange almost got done in by a vehicle.
Roll credits.
Damn, nigga, you done fought Thanos, you done did X, Y, and Z, but the damn automobile took you out. The damn Honda Civic.
that honestly would have been probably the funniest shit I've seen in my life. If he actually got hit by the car and then he was like, roll credits.
Bro, it would have been funny to me if they just let him get hit by the car. Like, it would have been cheap humor for this movie, but that bitch, it would have been so unexpected. Like, boom, damn, got in the ass. So they go traveling, they go exploring through the city. I think we cut back to where now we see Wanda and Wong. I know he's a titular character because we like Wong. It makes no sense why she didn't kill him because she obviously has no problem killing, and she just.
Well, I think she was keeping Wong alive as bait for Strange because she knows Strange has a thing for Wong. No homo.
I do 100% get what you mean, but just for the fact that she was going on a rampage, like just for the fact that she was doing what she was doing, Strange had to come after her regardless. If she went to go retreat, I think Strange still would have had to go.
I think he was hedging. She's hedging her bets. You know what I'm saying? So there's no point in me killing off an asset that I could kill you.
Yeah.
But Wanda was like in a rage state or whatever, but at the same time, she's not stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's even more to me why I was like, I know she's not stupid. You know he's coming after you because you know he's coming after you because you know that he knows.
I'll come after you.
Yeah. So, but we let it slide also because it's the main reason we like Wong. You don't want to see Wong get killed in 20 seconds like that.
Nah.
But what happens first? So Strange rolls up. Strange in America go looking for that Strange because it's like shit. Maybe that Strange know what's going on. We see a statue, and I don't know how many statues after people know, but I knew that nigga was dead when I see the statue.
Whenever there's a statue of somebody in a city, that nigga dead.
You don't even need to read to me what the bitch say.
I think it was funny like how hurt Strange was finding out that he was dead in this universe. He was like, damn, like that.
Bro, it's funny that niggas be dead ass hurt. And don't let me be like, so you wouldn't care about yourself? No, that nigga ain't me. I'm me. But he was hurt like shit. Like, damn, how did the nigga go out? But he pulls up on a crib, and Nordo opens the door like a hating ass nigga.
I hate how they got that nigga looking, bro.
Bro, it's like he has no character motivation besides eating. Like,
well, and like this version of Mordo, he's not much of a hater as he is in the continuity of the MCU. But
I can make a strong case he's a bigger hater, only because his Strange not there. He got his position. You still hating on his other Strange. Like, he can't stay. He ain't here to stay. Y'all know it's not how y'all rock. Bro, why you still hate that? The nigga that you hated is gone. So I can make a good case. Should that nigga a bigger hater? But they do got that nigga just flat like, come on, bro. What did Strange really do to you? And now to put even in more emphasis, what did this Strange do to you?
Well, I think it's a little bit of jealousy because he came in there and he fucking, became Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
But also, Mordo was a stickler for the fucking rules. That's his thing. And Doctor Strange he don't really fuck about the rules. He just do what he wants.
Hell, if they wanted to be slick, they could have had Mordo bond with Wanda a little bit before Wanda knocked them off. Because that is kind of their major point, but I want to circle back and saying it just made me remember. Wanda's crooked ass logic in the field. But I'm glad because it's showing her girl mad. Because the best thing to make a good villain, they have to at least have some kind of point. Even if the point isn't necessarily
a good point.
Yeah. And so that's what I like the more. You break the rules, Strange. You a hero. I break the rules, and now I'm the villain. How's that fair?
And I think it's kind of like, we know this, like our Wanda is the main Wanda in the multiverse, and we know that she's the actual Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple of people who are like America is the only one there's multiple Wandas out there, but there's only one Scarlet Witch out there.
Mm-hmm. Come to find out, this might be the one true Strange. Let's put it out there. All the niggas that we know is the one true version of themselves. That's just how.
That's the main continuity.
Yeah, that's how main. That's how comic book logic works. The niggas you've been paying attention to are is deep niggas.
Yeah, but there's because like America and Wanda and Scarlet Witch are like universal powers, just like if we ever get the X-Men into the MCU, like the same thing would go for Jean Grey and Phoenix. Same thing would go for
There's somebody else and I'm blanking like shit.
Yeah.
No fucking choke themselves.
Yeah, whatever. There's other people out there who are like they're universal powers. And they can't be other people even in the multiverse. If that makes sense.
I never knew this to be true until my roommate told me. I thought they could die. I just thought the power would go somewhere. But it turns out they can't die. Well, from what he said, they can't actually die.
I think they can die, but I know for Jean Grey, because this was in the old X-Men movies, she just keeps coming back.
Okay, but that's part of her character actually being called the Phoenix. Like that's what Phoenixes do.
I think they all kind of have that same. They're not like truly immortal, but they
real close to it.
Yeah.
Because I used to think their powers were kind of like, if you watch One Piece, devil fruit. There's only one devil fruit. But once that devil fruit user dies, that devil fruit immediately comes back. I thought that's how their powers were. Like, there's only one Scarlet Witch. But if that Scarlet Witch die, in the next universe that another Wanda is born, that's the next Scarlet Witch. But, I don't know.
I mean, there's different Darkholds, so I guess that really could be a thing.
Yeah, but...
We'll see. We'll see.
But she's the one true. They're the one true ones.
Yeah. So like, whatever. I thought that was interesting. Thought that was compelling.
We were on her dark twisted logic, which was decent logic, and it was just like I am slightly on Wanda's side because I think it is high time that Strange pays for always doing the wrong thing. I am not. Even in real life, all because things worked out don't mean that you should be forgiven. You can't steal your mom's car, crash the car, then get lucky and win the lottery and all is forgiven. That's not how that works. You needed to buy a new car because you wrecked the other one. So that's how a bunch of these MCU movies play out for Strange because he fucks up and he fucks up a lot. And it seems like he never has to ain't. Like him losing his title was kind of him answering, but you can tell by the way he treats Wong that it still doesn't really, it really hasn't set in a lot because he still treat him like he's beneath him. So it's just like you're still doing whatever you want. And do you not see the problem in that? So I'm glad this movie focused on him and his cavalier attitude towards stuff.
And that's one thing about Benedict Cumberbatch. I think he plays Doctor Strange really well. I think he embodies the character, just like how Robert Downey Jr. Was fucking Iron Man. Benedict Cumberbatch, it really is. He plays that character really fucking well.
Yeah.
To me.
But circle back to Mordo, and so once again he doesn't know that this Strange is as crooked as his other Strange. Not crooked, but as loose. You're just assuming, but...
Well, this is not the first Strange they've met.
But Strange's dumbass fell for that tea. I knew something was in that tea. Boy, oh my, this is not, you just said, I wouldn't have drunk that bitch. I would have swirled it around in my mouth and spit that bitch out. I knew that. I thought, I didn't know it was going to put them to sleep, but I thought it was going to paralyze them and dumbass that fell for it.
See, but I feel like Strange is like, I don't want to trust Mordo because he doesn't fucking like me. But then he was like, no, this is a different universe. Who fucking knows? and he's saying that he's like, Mordo said we were best friends. We have to be good.
This nigga here that hit the deck. Then them niggas wake up in a damn impenetrable fucking cage, and Strange get taken out. We see the shorty in this universe. What's her name? Well, what's the love interest? I never knew her name.
I don't remember now. Shit.
Her name is Shorty going forward. But we see the Shorty in this universe. She gives us the lowdown. that they've done this multiverse shit. We've already named your universe. We've named others. We do this shit. That's all you need to know. And so Strange is summoned by the Illuminati, and this is where it gets lit. This alone makes the movie worth a damn because we see Black Captain Marvel, cute as hell. We see a female Captain America, still corny as all hell.
What? That's Captain Britain.
Oh yeah. Still corny as shit.
She's from the fucking 20s.
We saw Black Thunder. What's his name? Or Black Bolt? Charge Bolt? Black Bolt?
Black Bolt.
Black Bolt.
Black Bolt.
We see Black Bolt. I've only read that nigga in a comic once, so I don't even know too much about Good Buddy. Then we see Mr. Fantastic and who the fuck is that?
Professor X.
It's just Professor X?
It's just Professor X.
And so it's what we know to be true. The X-Men and the Fantastic Four is officially canon in the MCU. And eventually, my roommate said he heard the voice of Dr. Xavier. I did not in the trailer.
We already knew. So they had already credited him being in the thing. And there was all talks. He said he was never going to come back and do another movie. But, because he said he died in Wolverine.
Yeah.
So, and my character died in Wolverine. But, they talked him into it because of the multiverse. So it's not in the same continuity. So they got him to play the part.
Boy, if y'all niggas was like me and lived under a rock, this would have been epic for y'all. Y'all niggas be coming in.
I mean, it still was a great moment for me, but I already knew it was coming. You know?
Boy, I didn't know what the fuck I was expecting. Didn't know what the fuck I was expecting.
No,
I was expecting a different Iron Man.
I wanted to see Superior Iron Man. I wanted to see the evil Iron Man.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. But then we get to see Reed Richards of something. And it was lit just because of the Fantastic Four, but spoiler alert, I don't really like the Fantastic Four. I like Doom, but look, they're canon now.
I think it's cool that they're in it. I don't think I'm not a super fan of Thor, but I think it's always good to have more properties inside the MCU.
And so Strange pleads his case. That's when we learn about what happened to the other Strange.
Mm-hmm.
And so he read the book. What the fuck is that book called?
Darkhold.
Darkhold. I've been calling it Little Black Book.
Fucking same shit.
We learned that Strange took the Darkhold and he used it to beat Thanos, but he knew that he was corrupt, so he decided to give in and let his friends kill him. And I'm glad I insult Strange for the decisions he made in our Avengers. That one was just as weak. I prefer the ones that are Strange made over that. Yeah, this is why Strange is kind of pretty taboo in this universe. Why people? So you're Strange?
Well, only the Illuminati look at Doctor Strange that way. Everybody else thinks Doctor Strange is a fucking
Is a hero, yeah. But this is the part that upsets me. Strange has pleaded his case. He was even like, even if you don't trust me, I am like them. Something more terrifying than Thanos is coming. And this is what pisses me off twofold. The niggas are cavalier about Wanda. This is still Wanda. I know she's probably the only Scarlet Witch, but the Wanda in their universe could fuck them up. They still.
Well, I actually don't think so.
You don't?
No. So what makes Wanda so dangerous is when she loses stuff. You know what I'm saying? So in this universe, Wanda has her kids.
I guess technically she would have never lost the vision because Ultron works.
Well, I think. Well, she never would have had vision. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was saying this. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
I thought she was still. So she still had the potential to be strong.
Yeah. She had the potential, but they've never seen Wanda be a fucking threat. Cause in Endgame, Wanda actually almost killed Thanos.
Yeah. I can go for all that, but for the fact these niggas that mapped out universes, they didn't put little silly names with it, they know this or you don't know her. You don't know the most dangerous motherfucker in these.
Like I said, there's only one Scarlet Witch.
Hey, they already. Oh, y'all 626.
But I'm saying this Scarlet Witch just existed, just came into existence.
But what I'm saying is, so like y'all done put the little pretty name on our 626. Y'all don't know about that 626 Scarlet Witch. Like,
what I'm saying is like, so between so she doesn't become Scarlet Witch till end of WandaVision, right? And it's only been like maybe a year.
oh, so she wasn't the Scarlet Witch in Endgame.
No, she was just Wanda.
Oh,
They didn't call her Scarlet Witch until the end of it's called a Wanda Maximoff.
oh,
She didn't have a code name.
damn! I was just calling her Scarlet Witch. I was gonna say the Mandela effect kicked in. I was like, huh? That was what the fuck they were calling her.
People were calling like
Like,
fans were
of
calling
course
her
we
Scarlet
were
Witch, but
calling-
we knew who she was.
Yeah. I was saying, like, I'm just thinking, like, damn, Captain America didn't call her that shit. Her man didn't call her that shit.
It's called her Wanda.
Yeah. Okay, so, okay, I get what you're saying. I thought she'd been the Scarlet Witch this whole time.
No one really knew what the Scarlet Witch was until WandaVision.
But, like, even over, so, and this is where the takeaway is, even in our galaxy, the niggas was on pins and needles with her, because
the name was known. Like it's been a prophecy from like way back in the day when the Darkhold was written.
I was like,
But
okay, girl, don't freak out. Don't freak out. We're gonna need to take the shit off. We have to take the Infinity Stone off Vision. Saying, don't freak out. He will not come back. Don't freak out.
I think they always knew she was strong, but like she was never to the level that she is now. She was never a planetary threat.
I'm gonna need to go back and watch them because I'm not saying you're not right, but just reading the comics, I guess just because I knew, I never assumed that they did not know to what extent. Because I thought they just knew. I thought they just knew they did like, man, that bitch like that. Like that bitch damn near a god.
Now, in the MCU, they built it up perfectly. Where like she didn't even know how strong she was until she was that strong.
Yeah. So I give it a slight pass. But the second reason I have with the Illuminati, we handled your Strange with the Darko. No, you did not. He surrendered. You did not handle him. Like, there's a difference from a nigga letting you beat him up to where you scrap with him and actually beat him up. That Strange would have watched y'all with the Darko. Like, it was all the moxie they had. We already did this. Oh, my God, no, y'all haven't. And even still, Strange is...
Like, Strange is the master of not witchcraft, sorcery. Sure, he is the best sorcerer to ever exist. But Wanda.
And that's just my thing. If they would have shown this huge battle with Strange, I guess that's what they could have done a little different, was have them actually fight him. Y'all literally said he gave up. How are y'all so fucking big and bad about it? Like, how are y'all so confident that y'all can do it? So y'all would think, what? Y'all like, she gonna give up and let you just do it. And so they go and get made fools of. And I respect Black Bolt, but this is how confident they are. They were so confident it was villainous. To where Reed Richards, oh, whack ass, if it wasn't for that nigga being smart, that nigga wouldn't be shit. All that nigga does is stretch, but he's so damn confident. Hey, if he opens his mouth, it's over for you. Yeah. Thank you, God, for
letting me know what the fuck to do to him.
And then just sewed that nigga's mouth off shut and blew his damn head off. Then that nigga Strange what's that Strange like Swiss string cheese, and it's just like, where's all that machismo at? Where's all that we're not worried about her. Like,
yeah, I think that was those were like pretty gruesome ways to die.
Bro, this scene was actually, this fight scene alone should raise like the rating. This was kind of like real gruesome.
And like when the director who directed it was trying to make the movie into like the first horror movie, and that's when you get a lot of those elements of like horror and like.
Say his name. His name's Sam Raimi. Goddamn,
I can't remember what the name was.
The original Spider-Man director.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but he was trying to make the movie into like an actual like horror movie, but
he's secret along the lines of Disney. I'm about to say, like, knowing how many restrictions there is on them.
But they were trying to make it like real serious, and then Disney made him dial it back.
So like Black Bolt's gone, Reed Richards gone, which I don't know if they did this on purpose. It was real smart for them to do it that way, because Reed is obviously the smartest out of all of them. He's obviously the leader. He could have came up with ideas on the fly to really hamper Wanda. So they got rid of the leader and the smartest. They got rid of the strongest character with a one-hit KO. So they're like, there was no, oh, he hide and then wait for his opportunity. No, they're gone. Now all you can do is just see her hands up now. Like your best bet is Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
That's it.
I the only one who actually gave her a fight.
I don't know. They never explained what this Captain Britain's shield was made out of.
Vibranium.
But it can repel Wanda's attacks.
Yeah, vibranium.
I never knew vibranium could.
Vibranium can absorb any energy.
Because in the comics, and I'm not saying this is 100% true in this movie, but since there's X-Men in the comic, their antimanium is the strongest substance.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a time where they put antimanium into Captain America's shield, and that bitch just became godly. Like nothing was cracking it, nothing was getting through it. The nigga could throw it at anything because now the shit just dumb OP.
Well,
I could be just doing a whole lot of extra thinking there into why this shield was just so OP.
I mean, you gotta think. So like vibranium just absorbs any kind of energy and can reflect it.
Mm.
So it's not antimanium and vibranium are kind of the same level.
Antimanium is actually just a little bit better.
I think antimanium can cut vibranium, but like vibranium and antimanium are like same level of toughness.
Practically the same.
Yeah, practically the same.
But she just did the two of the strongest niggas of y'all's team, and I'm only giving Reed Richards 2 because there's only 5 of y'all niggas, and one of the 5 is Captain Britain. So
one of the 5 is fucking Professor X. He's in a wheelchair.
True, but damn Captain Britain, damn how the fuck she went up a fight with Wanda? Like, and she'd have knocked the bitch off her feet and everything.
But I think that's like telling about like how I think they did that on purpose, number one, because it's telling that like Captain America was so overhyped.
He was over something, overrated. That's what the fuck that nigga. But everybody talks shit, and this is over. A lot of people talk shit about Batman. I know Batman don't got this shield. Jesus Christ, I've never seen a nigga get so much mileage off defense. Shield the damn defense. If they get that nigga a sword, and we can talk about something. That nigga universally on defense getting.
Well, I mean, technically, if you threw the shield at you, it could cut you in half. It really could. You've seen it because of how Captain Britain dies. Spoiler alert.
Like, Jesus, this bitch was. If they were our Avengers, if the roles was reversed and these was our Avengers, this bitch probably would have killed Wanda somehow. Don't know how, but bitch was boxing. She was boxing.
I think it was cool that she had a jetpack. I think that was interesting.
I'm glad that they were so ahead that this running shit kind of dead. We need you.
I thought the jetpack was very, very cool.
This leads to my other problem with I'm maybe an old guy, but I don't really like the Avengers all that much. Not saying I don't like them together, but it raises a problem when you bring everybody together. Where the fuck were the rest of the niggas at? Help me, we're dying. But where the Hulk at? Where the X-Men at? Where's Spider-Man at? Like, help me, please.
They might not have a Spider-Man, but I think that's a good point. Like, pretty much any of these solo movies, where the rest of these niggas at?
And it's like, you can give me exact reasons for when they're in different parts of the world. So like, if stuff is happening in Wakanda, it's not easy to get there. I don't believe that even if the Americans have access, like the Avengers have unlimited access just to come back and forth anyway. So like, it's pretty hard to get there. Vice versa, whoever's a new Black Panther won't just be in New York because it's pretty hard to go back and forth. But like when it's a New York thing, we know Spider-Man's in New York. We know Strange is in New York. Few other people are in New York. Like we know that's how they're based. Bro, did you not see the shit jumping from the sky? Did you not see that spaceship dropping niggas down on the city? I was in a test that day. Thank God you. That's a small thing, but it's just It's going to become evident because me and my roommate was talking. Don't let the X-Men have been around this whole time.
So I think how they're gonna do it is that you know how later on in the movie there's the two universes that collide.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be something around there where like the X-Men are introduced into this universe, but they're gonna be introduced through a back door because there's no way to write them in and it not be bullshit.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was just like, so you remember when that nigga was coming from space and all that shit? So y'all niggas were just chilling. So y'all were superheroes, but y'all was just chilling when the world was on the line. But what I think is going to happen, and I've felt this way since I've seen it, I think those snaps between Thanos, the Hulk, and Iron Man has affected the universe more than what's being led on. Because they snapped, they got what they wanted. But those are their first time snapping. It does not mean that everything was correct. Thanos first snap. It does not mean everything went right. What I believe when Hulk brought everybody back, and this is what I'm going off of, he snapped the X-Men there. They weren't originally there, but he got everybody there. He just overshot it and got more
So
there.
like I think in whenever you finally watch it, in Loki, Loki ends up killing Kang the Conqueror. The singular Kang the Conqueror that ends up making the multiverse because he was keeping it until one singular timeline, right? In one of those timelines, well, probably a couple of those timelines, there's X-Men, and you know they've been fucking with the multiverse for quite a long time now. 3 movies now.
One day the niggas just gonna pop up and they ain't supposed to be there.
Yeah, this is gonna show up.
Because, like, it is utter, you can't have them there because it's utter bullshit because, well, mutants are born mutants. So it's just going to be like, so there was just a whole group of people that just were just doing shit on the low and nobody knew about it. Like, you just.
Like, I guess one way they could do it is, like, they could have been, like, they could do, like, how DC does it. Like, there's a meta gene, and then there's an event, and then, therefore, all the mutant genes are activated now. You know what I'm saying? But that would kill a lot of people's backstories.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Wolverine's been around for 300 years already.
Yeah. But
I did think of that, but just for the reason of it kills backstories. Like, you just.
now you could just bring like you could do like a kid Magneto, kid Professor X,
God, I would want to see that.
kid Wolverine, because they're all the same age basically.
They are.
Those 3 are all the same age.
Is Professor X Magneto immortal?
No, they're just old.
Wolverine. So I didn't know this until.
Well, Wolverine's actually older than Professor X and Magneto.
I didn't know this until, well, my roommate told me. Yeah, he was around in like either 1800s.
After the Civil War, yeah.
I was like, whoa, I didn't actually know that, but like all his adaptations, like in cartoons, that's why he dresses like an old timey nigga. Like he literally dressed
He's
like
old-timey. Yeah.
So like I didn't actually. You know, some adaptations Wolverine's immortal, then some he just isn't. But he just lives a very long time.
He ages. He just ages super slow.
I thought that he was 30 now. Like I thought that the time he was in now is his actual age. I didn't know that all this happened hundreds of years ago, and this is just just where he at now.
Yeah, Wolverine's like 200.
Yeah, I did not know that. So when you said they're the same age, whoa, Dr. Xavier, Magneto, 200? They're immortal too?
No, I think they're like, but they are like 70. Like they're old.
Old as hell.
Because like I know Magneto was in a concentration camp in World War II.
That's one of the things that sets them off about being mutant also.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've already been fucking
in the camp.
Yeah, I've already been treated a certain way for something I couldn't control. And now y'all want to do it again? Great backstory. Damn good backstory. But damn. Huh? So yeah. I guess they could be done by child versions of niggas.
I'm just giving options. I'm just giving options what they could do. I think the collisions of universe is like a Secret Wars kind of fight.
I do want a Secret Wars. Badly.
And then that causes the collision, or like post Kang the Conqueror introduction, he causes a collision. That could be that could be the correct way to go about it.
They opened up a lot of doors, and I like it. I have no clue where we was at in the fight, but I know we didn't get to where Captain Britain got knocked off, goddammit.
Yeah, Captain Britain is cut in half.
Got to cut smack. So I actually didn't know she got cut in half. I know the shit went through her. I thought she was cut 3/4. Because like the way I would have shot the angle, the one thing about Raimi, I would have shot angles a little bit differently and stuff. Maybe he did shoot it a certain way. This Disney made him do whatever. I would have shot it from the back, but I would have shot it like in black and white or black and red, and just seen both parts of the body fly off in separate ways. So like, well, that's smack dab in half. I thought it just cut off a whole section and then whatever.
I don't know. I feel like she's a super soldier, so I feel like she probably would have survived that for a little bit longer. They had to cut that bitch in half.
And smack in half. But this is the biggest bullshit that I hated. The way Captain Marvel went out. I can't even, not even for certain that she's dead. But that damn statue should not have done that to her. Damn statue must be made of bullshit.
Well, Captain Marvel's not impervious. She doesn't have she's not Superman.
She's not, but I've seen her fly through shit harder than that.
She has to have a power activated. That's what makes her fly through shit.
Does it not act? So she was wore out. Does that bitch activate quickly? God damn it. Like I would have been okay with Wanda killing her, but that statue falling, bitch kind of fell in slow motion. Her, you got this, boom.
Damn.
You ain't got this. And then when her hand hit the thing, I'm like, oh, she about to get pissed. Damn. Now, the pacing in the back was piss poor. Between when, so back in the back, America's still locked up with Shorty. Shorty can't even Shorty done did the damn cage, but she can't even fucking know how to lock the damn thing.
Wanda kept the door locked. You don't remember that?
No, but remember, she couldn't find out how to do. For the longest time, she was scrambling because she couldn't figure it out.
But she had to fucking hack it to the mainframe.
Strange is in the back waiting on this damn Mordo Joe. And it's like the pacing is bad for the fact that either this fight was super short, like this is a DBZ style ass whooping.
Well, I think that's also the implications that like these niggas are getting knocked off one by one.
And so for me, it took a little bit of time, bro. It took y'all so long to come. Like we knew Mortals hating assholes, but we knew which way he was gonna go. But like, damn, Strange, you could have tipped that nigga, like 5 minutes before. It took you 10 minutes to tell this nigga, you know what? You weak as hell, right? You was weak as hell. You was weak as hell in my universe. You weak as hell in this. Like, I just felt like that those scenes was so slow compared to the fastness of the fight. For me, if they were on the same real time limit, bro, Wanda would have been and busted through before Mordo and Strange even got into the fight.
Probably. Probably. I think the idea was that they didn't want to film it like that because that would have made a whole lot of jump scenes.
Yeah.
But I think the idea is that this all happened simultaneously.
Yeah.
Which we were watching it boom, 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 but it really happened all at one time.
And that's how I believed it to happen. It still felt like that this dragged out longer.
Especially Doctor Strange's interactions. Because
it took Mordo forever to do it, and they heard them getting killed. It's like during their interaction, I think we heard.
Well, it got quiet.
Well, I think we heard Black Bolt die. Because when Strange was like, your friends are getting killed out there, they went through that. I'm not sure if their fight ended before Strange fought Mordo. But then these niggas get into a fight that's not that quick either.
It's at least a 3-minute fight.
And so it's like, bro, so much time. This is when Mordo's a true hater too. Bro, you know if you kill Strange. Because by some miracle that you do kill Strange, you've seen what happened to them, right? You know that she's going to kill you too, right?
It gets washed.
Like, I'm just like, okay, cool. But America breaks free. Strange traps Mordo. You don't trap. Well, I guess he does trap him because Nick can't get free.
Mm. And ironically saves his life.
Yep. Before all that, before we get to the meetup, Professor Xavier rolls onto the scene, and He tries to save Wanda's mind, and that shit was scary as hell. I'm not even gonna sit here and flex with you.
I saw a video, it was a TikTok, and it was like all these other all the superheroes getting folded in real life. Professor X, let me use my mind in this bitch.
Do you know what I immediately thought though when I seen
Let
it?
me appeal to her good side.
Not even that. The first thing I thought was these niggas out here dying in the field. The first thing you do to help is start making yourself walk again. That was huge. That was huge for you to get the job.
Oh, that's funny. You gotta think about that bitch first. I'm gonna have legs.
Well, when I go into her mind, do I still want this wheelchair? Fuck it. Did you want to know the difference? I'm not mad because, like, it's in the mind, so it makes sense that he's not restricted to the wheelchair. But still, at the same time, that's pretty, like, it's evident that he's been thinking about that, Dan. Like,
Well, in every adaptation, whenever he goes in somebody's mind, he's always walking.
brings him back to the golden years.
Yeah.
Then we get to this little pit where Wanda's at, and I'm at the little jump scare. Like, yeah, nigga, you know who that bitch is? Oh shit, that's Wanda. Pull that bitch out.
Good Wanda. And then right behind him.
The little storm is coming, and then, damn. My main question is, could he not have gotten out of there quickly, or did he have to go back where he came to get out?
Well, I think it's that because he was trying to pull the other Wanda out and kick that one out.
Yeah.
So like even if he escape, he's gonna die. It doesn't matter. Wanda will just kill him in real life.
Bro, I would have tried it. I would have tried it and went for the Special Olympics. I would have did something. Boy, the second I felt something pulling up on me, I wouldn't even look back. You know when you gotta look back to make sure I would have.
Oh well.
Shit. I got a blast. Ooh, shit.
But like how she killed him, like snapped his neck in his mind, and then he snapped his neck in real life. Top tier.
Damn, that was gruesome as hell.
Top tier. Just boom.
It's to the fact of like, you see, the more Wanda begins to fight, you see her to go more and more into darkness.
Oh yeah.
Because when she was at the temple, she just easily eviscerated him, which she could have done to the Avengers, but she went knocking them off meticulously one by one. She could have just shot Professor X.
Yeah.
She did not need.
She didn't have to snap his neck.
So the more that she fights, the more she keeps going into darkness, which I don't think most people would have picked up on. She don't need to kill that way. She could just turn you to ash. She could just blast you.
It's like Anakin Skywalker. Like it's very much giving me third movie of the prequels. You know what I'm saying?
Technically, it is Anakin Skywalker. It's a fallen hero.
Yeah, because like you know, like, as he just the prequels in general, the more he fights like the Siths,
Yeah.
the more brutal he gets, the more vicious he gets. He cuts off Dooku's hands and cuts off his head.
Yeah. I didn't actually think of it that way either. Just yeah. Because when that happened, I was like, hey, gotta cut that nigga's hands off. Let me go wild, you son of a bitch. But I guess he didn't have to do
He didn't
that.
have to cut his head off. He could have taken him to court. He could have went to jail.
Yeah. Damn, Wanda did follow the Anakin trail. Because both reasons was petty as a bitch as they went there. But, got off on the tangent again, but I need to focus on this. Damn their reasoning. I am going to stand on this hill. I am sick of heroes and villains keep detailing this hard-ass life that they had. And this is not me.
Wanda actually had a bad life.
No, this is not me trying to say that she didn't. None of us have most of us don't have good ass lives. Most of us live fucked up lives.
Now, Wanda's life is really fucked.
So hers is fucked for the fact that it started when she was way younger. But like, I can't explain that. But plenty of people goddamn experimented on. You just the one that lived, Wanda.
Well, you gotta start from the beginning. Her mom and her dad both died.
Oh yeah.
In an attack caused by Tony Stark. Using Tony Stark's weapons.
Yep.
and then she has to live next to her dead parents' bodies under the rubble for like I think it was like 3 days. So she's fucking scarred.
That's gruesome. That is.
And then she gets experimented on.
For how long? It was for like 10 years, right?
Yeah, from like 9 to 18. Like,
Yeah.
it was at least 9 years. Because she was like 18 when she in Ultron, I think.
Yeah. They
So,
gave
like,
me a whole bunch of Jack 2 vibes.
yeah. She's fucked up there. Then the only person she had left was her brother. Her brother dies.
Yep.
Then she falls in love with Vision. Her life's starting to get a little bit better. And she's on the team. She kind of has a family. Is what it is. And then Civil War happens. And now her Boo thing are fighting each other.
I was about to say they weren't fighting, goddammit. They weren't fighting. They were fighting to stay alive, but they weren't really fighting, goddammit.
Nah, I mean like, but they're on two opposite sides of a conflict.
Yeah.
And then in the next movie, her Boo thing dies. And then she creates a new world to live in, and she loses him again. And she creates kids, and she loses her kids. I'm saying like,
Can you explain to me why she can't have kids in this universe?
because she doesn't have a lover. That's literally it.
So, but there was no Vision in this one. So, like, how did these have those kids? The different ones.
Come on, in all the other universes.
Yeah.
Vision might have existed. Who knows?
Yeah. I was about to say, like, that was huge. Like,
There could be other Visions.
well, I wish they would have shown him more then.
Well, I don't think it was in his contract.
I was about to say, like, that's what always got me. It was like, I didn't watch WandaVision, so people was like, if you know, then you know. I thought it was like a scientific reason, like, oh, since she's a Scarlet Witch, she can't have happiness, you know, yada, 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 something like
I mean,
that.
it is kind of like that. Like her powers are kind of, they're always going to lead her to go mad, to lose things, to lose things she loves, she cares and loves about.
Wanda's had a fucked up life, whole fucked up life. Wanda, everybody has this fucked up life. I can make the strongest argument, even though he's not in it yet. Wolverine has the most fucked up life of Marvel people. His life is literally, the bastard has lived 300 years. It's never ending hell.
And the one time he fell in love, that bitch died.
Like,
And the second time he fell in love, because of that bitch. He fell in love with his best friend, and then she died.
And so, like, I guess what Marvel can also represent, even though this isn't at the forefront, is that heroes do go through dark moments. Hell, Strange started in a dark moment. Strange has always been sad, and then we focus on his sadness. But it's like, so Iron Man was always sad for years, always at his lowest. Hell, he done found out that my road dog, Captain America, his sidekick killed my parents. So, like, he's at the lowest again. But those characters are able to dig themselves out, able to start anew and leave the darkness, as Wanda was a victim of just kind of staying. Not by her own volition, because shit did keep happening to her, but
like most everybody else had like one event that was in their life that was bad. That shit just kept happening. And I think when as you go back and look at the movies, you see her mind fracture more.
That's why I was like, bro, y'all try to kill her now.
And she was barely holding on to a thread in Endgame.
Hey, I be telling folks.
Only thing was her saying was that she wanted to kill
Thanos.
That's it.
I was telling folks what happened in Infinity War. It was fucked up that Wanda had to kill Vision, didn't see that nigga brought back and killed again. If she would have killed that nigga 4 hours earlier, she wouldn't have seen that nigga get killed again. So people tell Thanos could reverse sound. That is true. We could have killed him in New York, and that nigga would have to go to New York and pinpoint the right time. Like it was just a casualty of waiting too long.
I don't think that's how that would have worked. He could have just went to his body and turned it back. So they would have to like.
So could the Gauntlet have just taken him there, even though he did not know exactly where it was at? Kids in this universe.
Because she doesn't have a lover. That's literally it.
So, but there was no Vision in this one. So, like, how did these have those kids? The different Wandas.
Come on, in all the other universes.
Yeah.
Vision might have existed. Who knows?
Yeah. I was about to say, like, that was huge. Like,
There could be other visions.
I wish they would have shown him more then.
Well, I don't think it was in his contract.
I was about to say, like, that's what always got me. It was like, I didn't watch WandaVision, so people was like, if you know, then you know. I thought it was like a scientific reason, like, oh, since she's a Scarlet Witch, she can't have happiness, you know, yada, 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 something like that.
It is kind of like that.
Mm.
Like, her powers are kind of, they're always going to lead her to go mad.
Mm.
To lose things, to lose things she loves, she cares and loves about.
Wanda's had a fucked up life. Whole fucked up life. Wanda, everybody has this fucked up life. I can make the strongest argument, even though he's not in it yet. Wolverine has the most fucked up life of Marvel people. His life is literally, the bastard has lived 300 years. It's never ending, never ending.
And the one time he fell in love, that bitch died.
Like,
and the second time he fell in love, because of that bitch. He fell in love with his best friend, and then she died.
And so, like, I guess what Marvel can also represent, even though this isn't at the forefront, is that heroes do go through dark moments. Hell, Strange started in a dark moment. Strange has always been sad, and then we focus on his sadness. But it's like, so Iron Man was always sad for years, always at his lowest. Hell, he done found out that my road dog, Captain America, his sidekick killed my parents. So, like, he's at the lowest again. But those characters are able to dig themselves out, able to start anew and leave the darkness, as Wanda was a victim of just kind of stay. Not by her own volition, because shit did keep happening to her, but
like most everybody else had like one event that was in their life that was bad. That shit just kept happening. And I think when as you go back and look at the movies, you see her mind fracture more.
That's why I was like, bro, y'all try to kill her now.
And she was barely holding on to a thread in Endgame.
Hey, I be telling folks.
Only thing was her saying was that she wanted to kill
Thanos.
That's it.
I was telling folks what happened in Infinity War. It was fucked up that Wanda had to kill Vision, didn't see that nigga brought back and killed again. If she would have killed that nigga 4 hours earlier, she wouldn't have seen that nigga get killed again. So people tell Thanos could reverse time. That is true. We could have killed him in New York, and that nigga would have to go to New York and pinpoint the right time. Like it was just a casualty of waiting too long.
I don't think that's how that would have worked. He could have just went to his body and turned it back. So they would have to like.
So could the gauntlet have just taken him there, even though he did not know exactly where it was at?
I don't know that. I can't tell you that much.
I was about to say, because I think he needs to know to exactly go. But if he has a general area, so it's like, if he goes to New York, he's going to have to scour New York. I mean, he can turn back time. He can do it, but he's still going to have to scour New York until he finds Vision. So it's like, couldn't done it there, this and that. So that Vision thing, I don't get. You waited too long to kill the nigga. I knew y'all should have.
I mean, but it also wasn't just Wanda's decision to not kill Vision.
Yeah.
It was everybody on the team. Everybody on the team was like, let's try to find a way to not kill him first.
Well, that is
DEFCON 6.
They need me there on my Batman shit. So, best case scenario, we free the crystal from his head and still got to fight Thanos for it.
No, well, they were going to free the crystal from his head and then blow up the crystal. They used Wanda to blow up the crystal. The idea was the crystal was always going to get blown up.
Worst case scenario, that nigga dies and we know that crystal gone. Best case scenario, we free that bitch and that nigga lives. And even though
I don't think Batman would have killed Vision.
The Batman would knock that nigga off.
He has a no-kill rule.
He wouldn't be killing Vision. He'd be destroying the crystal.
That would have directed to kill Vision.
yeah.
Batman would have killed.
Hey, if you tell me that it's raining hail and if it's raining fire, and if I stop the fire from raining, you die. Shit, that's a casualty of. That's a casualty of success.
I'm not saying that not killing Vision was the right choice. I'm just saying no superhero would have made that choice.
God, I'm a villain. Boy, I would have.
Now, someone like Red Hood definitely would have killed that nigga off. So like an anti-hero, Deadpool, like they would have killed that nigga, no doubt.
I would have played it cool too. I would have agreed with the team, this and that. Vision, let's go out for some beers. And then all they hear is, "Boom, boom, boom, boom. What the fuck going on? He tried to kill me. I'm trying, still am. Tried indicates that I failed. I'm trying. But to my main point, she did all this for these stupid ass kids. And I know mothers love this and that and that. Man, when your kids ain't worth a damn, they ain't worth a damn. The kids ain't real. How many lives did you take on? And now, once again, I know she fell into darkness. So it's kind of contradictory for me to be like, I like that she fell into darkness, but criticize her for not thinking of it. But this bitch been thinking about them kids long before she fell into the darkness.
Well, it's not just falling into like being evil. She fell into being fucking crazy.
So all this for them damn kids, like damn, I would have been fine if her main reason was that her life was just shit. Like just all the past events.
It's implied that the reason why she wants the kids so bad is because that's the only thing that was making her happy.
That bitch don't know. She could have met a real nigga like me. Boy.
The kids would have been next.
Huh?
The kids would have been next.
Yep. She could have met a real nigga like me. That's my point. One, I don't know what the fuck would have made her happy. Yeah, boy, I would have wore that little thing out. I probably would have become magical my damn self.
Shut the fuck up.
But that's my only grievance, that she's killed so many people. She's killed clear over 200 people this movie for 2 kids. Damn. That's one of my biggest pet peeves in the media too. Oh yeah, I want to save my son. You know how many other sons you killed to save that son? Like, just by sheer measure.
But don't you think that's such a human thing to do? Is the value of yourself and the people that you value?
Yeah,
At
y'all
a higher regard than you fire somebody else.
Y'all are animals. I do believe that.
What I'm saying is, I think that's very. I think a lot of people would make that choice. I think I would make that choice if I had to choose someone like 10 other people's lives of people that I love. That wouldn't even be a question.
Because the decision didn't make a damn. So like Thanos' snap, it did not really matter who he snapped away, just for fairness. He did it by random. But I'm snapping niggas away. Shit, ain't no difference if I snap my niggas away for the other niggas. But if snapping the other niggas away is detrimental, gotta pay the cost to be the boss. I'm snapping y'all up out of here.
Well, I think that's a different kind of madness. And do we ever talk about Turtles and the snap and all that fun stuff? But anyway,
I could actually watch it.
you didn't.
So when I heard it from people said it was a plus. But I guess just
It wasn't a very bad. It wasn't very good, but it wasn't very bad. But like, it explains why Thanos was so hell bent on killing off half the universe.
Well, which reason did it go with?
So basically, how it works is like in each planet that has life on it, there are there's basically an embryo version of what are they called, celestial. So like it has to reach a certain amount of population of the planet before the celestial can be born. So what Thanos did was like, all right, fuck y'all then. I'm gonna set this all back by half.
And he probably was going to keep. Well, he destroyed the damn things. I was about to say he's probably going to keep doing it as numbers rose.
Yeah.
But no, he just.
So Thanos was actually a good guy.
And so I knew they were going to do this. It's going to piss me off more.
But he's still a bad guy. But like, he's a good guy.
I thought the reason they were going to go with. I know they haven't introduced him yet. I thought he wanted to snap half the people away, so Galactus could only get but so strong. Thought that was the reason.
Well, I mean, Galactus is a celestial, so that, I mean, in a way.
Yeah. Good enough reason for me. So, good reason. I knew Thanos was that nigga. You could tell by the way he spoke, he was that boy. But I have no clue what the fuck we were talking about.
I don't know either.
And who had something to do with
Professor X next got snapped. Mordo gets trapped.
well, I guess we just pick up from there.
America kind of picks up her power. She breaks out the cage.
And then them niggas on a sprint. They on a sprint to where the other Strange hid the book, and this is your typical hauling ass through a tight corridor.
Typical scary movie shit.
Yeah.
And every time they turn around, that bitch closer.
Bro, I like it more that she took over another Wanda's body because she wasn't ready for battle. So it was like her feet bloody, blood's all on her. It was like
she got multiple broken bones and shit.
I was about to say
She's
just
fucked
like
up.
this bitch, right? If you want to see a true literal meaning of a god in comic, well, what does it take for you to realize? Just take the bitch Wanda, you know?
But I feel like if I got this far, I gotta commit now.
That might be the only thing keeping me going. Like, damn, I don't want them to die in vain. I don't want to die in vain. Oh, my other thing that I want to get off on, Wanda's reasoning for not letting America just send her to the children. Jesus, this bitch is crazy enough to make a little bit of sense, but still crazy enough to be crazy as hell. Well, Wong asked Wanda, why don't you just have her send you there? Well, because if something goes wrong, I want to always be able to find them. It's crazy, bitch. We could just send you there.
This motherfucker.
Like, because that's what I thought immediately when all this started. Bro, how about we just split the difference? She kill off another Wanda and
we just ask nicely, you know?
they're like, she want the kids. We don't want her mad. We don't really care what happens to another her. Hell's helping us along with if she knock off another her stuff. But this bitch here just wants to. Bro, you came in with the flu. I didn't think the store had the right chicken noodle soup. So I traveled the world negative 45 for the right chicken noodle soup. Who? But that's my other small tangent of like, come on. Wanda, as much as reasonable as you say you were being so unreasonable from the start. But they're on their sprints. They're sprinting through their corridors. It's one nice little jump scene when Strange knocks the water pipe on her. And like, you got me for a minute. Oh, damn. She did.
I thought for a second, like, oh, damn, she's gonna have to figure some other shit out.
Yeah.
God damn, we would have killed the other one.
That bitch did not, that bitch not even bad enough. She probably stayed right there just pissed thinking that you thought that was going to work.
I feel like it slowed her down for a little bit.
Because it surprised her.
Yeah.
Like, it truly surprised. Damn.
That's some commitment to the game, though. Like, this is like, fucking.
They get to the door. Strange figures out that the damn broken watch is the code. I mean, I would have used numbers, but fuck it, you can use the design of the watch.
He used the thing that he cherishes the most, which is from the little girl. Makes sense.
True,
That's the only thing he really loves in this world is her.
True. Yeah, we could go with that. So, boom. They open it and they're right above the book. It's kind of like, damn, Ponytail Strange. You should have went this route. But
I don't think they had it. He had no need to have it. You know what I'm saying?
And so I'm actually blanking what happens next.
They hop down there, and then once America's about to hop down, she gets down there, and as soon as she gets down there, Wanda fucking snatches her up.
Oh yeah, it doesn't end here. Like part of me was like, this has to be, the end of the movie because they're at the book. Oh no, it's not. Wanda actually kidnaps the girl.
And then Wanda destroys the book.
And all asses out. If this was any other thing besides Disney, if this was like a TV show or a cartoon,
Oh yeah, that was the ending.
yeah, they assed out. Yeah. Like we literally, I'm surprised, but I'm kind of pissed because it's bad movie telling. We have spent the whole movie up until this point going after this stupid ass book. And this bitch killed it. This bitch destroyed it before this nigga even cracked it open.
I think it's kind of like good. Like that would have been a trope for them to be like, oh, here's this book of it's a MacGuffin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the thing you need to finish to beat the bad guy.
Yeah.
But like for the MacGuffin, this is be destroyed. And, like we got to figure some other shit out.
Like, damn. All that really was in vain.
I think it was good. Like I think that was a good form of storytelling that
It was a good twist, and for the part of this second half, I think this is like some of the best dialogue in the movie. When so this is where Wanda explains that I want all the kids to be I want them to be healthy and strong, so that's why I need your power. We see Wong rock climbing, while Wanda didn't blast him, don't know, but he's rock climbing up the damn jump.
Well, I think Wong was. I think number one, she thought that Wong was going to die from the fall, which was a fair assessment because he was like literally 3 inches from dying.
I don't know why I assumed that nigga was going to use his damn robe as a damn hang glider. He's never shown any capability of doing that. He's never shown any capability of doing that, but I thought he was.
That's fucking hilarious.
The Strange and Shorty goes to this dark universe. Believe this or not, I knew that nigga did something wicked the way this universe is looking. Cause that bitch looked like a damn the nigga who made Nightmare Before Christmas. Tim Burton.
You ever seen the movie, the game, Death Stranding?
Yeah.
That's the vibe it was giving me.
It was giving me a Tim Burton movie. Like that bitch.
It was like somewhere in between the two.
That bitch was dark. So I knew, seeing Strange, the titular character in this, it seems like, when we get to specific character movies, niggas sure do a lot in different universes. When we get in Spider-Man, this nigga Spider-Man fucked up his own universe. But in this Strange movie, we know this damn Strange has been fucking up a lot everywhere.
Well, I think that was the universe, because they said, they talked about it, because like in the
that's where he collided with.
Then he caused the collision.
Yeah. And so
and that Strange used the Darkhold to try to fix it.
So Strange talks to himself. I guess it's pretty parody. I guess in a way this is kind of like Strange talking to the other Strange that use the Darkhold. Mm. But he never got to change because he's dead. But it's like he's listening to all his reasons of why he's using it, and for the most part, kind of persuaded him to use it. Like, it got you what you needed. Like you got to use that bitch, but we'll talk about it at the end. I don't know why the fuck he didn't get corrupted.
He didn't get corrupted.
Are Strange?
Mm-hmm. That's why you didn't see the end credit scene?
So that still counts as corruption. His
niggas
weren't black.
They were black for a while.
Yeah, but they just went, like they did just go.
I think it's the longer you use it, the more corrupt you get.
Okay.
So like, I think it was just he only used it for like what, one fight scene, maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah. But okay, so that makes sense. But Strange fights Strange, another twist that I didn't see coming. Trailers did not predict this.
I always knew they were going to be fighting. It was going to be Evil Strange versus Doctor Strange. Versus our Doctor Strange.
Did not see it coming. Not gonna hold you.
I mean, it's Multiverse of Madness. I just figured he was going to have to fight a version of himself.
True.
And there was a clip of an Evil Strange. We just didn't know.
I don't think I saw that trailer. Go back and figure. I didn't watch a lot of trailers. Thought I did, but
it's like 4.
Yeah, but they fight. This Strange gets impaled. Pretty gruesome again. Nigga go back first into the damn spike. See, that in TV is so wicked because like you have to crack the back. You have to crack your back vertebrae just to crack your chest. Like, you know how much pressure it takes to crack them shit? Now, I'm not saying that falling out a damn mansion off a goddamn skyscraper onto damn a metal fence wouldn't do it. It's like, damn.
Yeah. And like, realistically, that would not kill you instantly.
Oh, it wouldn't?
Probably not. You would probably be chilling there for a little bit.
Damn.
Now, I guess you could die of shock, like, pretty soon after. But, like, realistically, if you just got... You wouldn't die, like...
Damn, this is it for me. Just hanging here. Wonder how much time I got.
Like, you probably be sitting there for at least 3 or 4 minutes.
I'm not saying you're paralyzed. So it's just... Yeah, I'm about to head out. But Strange uses the Darkhold, and I do like this twist. I forgot about the dead body Strange, Ponytail Strange.
I think that was a good callback. Like,
Yeah.
Just to fucking use his body.
Because like it was just so like it's kind of taboo because it was like, huh? There's no links. You're going to any links. Not only are you using the Darkhold, damn, we about to take over a dead man's body with no regards. And go figure, our titular fight is a dead Strange being possessed by our Strange. Fighting Wanda. That's the titular fight. And as you would figure, Wanda is watching these niggas. Wong makes his way back. America's learning how to use her powers. It is still not enough. As you
well, I think America versus Wanda is actually a fair fight.
It caught her off guard.
Well, yeah, fair enough. If it was a straight like 1-on-1, I think America still would have got washed. But power level wise, they're pretty much on the same power level.
Yeah, that's right. And so they did something that I always figured was going to happen. And Wanda's little crazy ass, he found these damn kids. Then they teleported her to the kids of the Wanda that she possessed, and they were terrified. That cleared her crazy ass mind up. Yeah, you the monster guy. Like,
but I think it's like the Batman quote. You live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
She saw herself become that villain.
Yeah.
So it was like, damn, the kids are terrified of you. What's next, Wanda? Her killing herself is pretty extreme to me. You know, some people go on paths of redemption.
Well, the idea was that she was going to destroy because the temple is the actual true Darkhold. You know, all the other books are just like copies.
Yeah.
So like she's going to destroy the temple so that no one can ever use it again.
So two things.
But
somebody outside of her could actually use it like that?
Strange. Anybody who reads it can use it. They can't use it like her.
True.
But they can use it.
True. And two, this is where I say, I think for movie purposes wise, she died this way. But it was like, she could have just destroyed that bitch from the sky. Most protagonists go on.
Well, I think it was also like her punishing herself for what she had done. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, go punish yourself by saving this world. Like, Jesus.
Like I said, I think it was more of a let me atone for my sins from the people I've killed.
Bitch, do you know what power you got? We gonna need that.
I don't think it was a bad choice. I think it's gonna be like a Phoenix thing. I don't think she's actually dead. I don't think she's
That's what I think contract wise it all matters.
Yeah, because she's still on the books for like 2 more movies.
Yeah. So like if these 2 movies are like flashback type shit or whatever, and it just runs out, well, she did. But the second that what's her name? Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah, Elizabeth Olsen.
If she renews her contract, Wanda's coming back.
A bare minimum is going to be another version of Wanda in another universe, and it's going to be like
Yeah, they could do that. And so it was pretty much the movie. We got our ending cutscene. Strange grows his third eye. Look like a hairy teen. And this new woman pulls up. Caesar knows her. I've never seen her in comics, but
she's the niece of the main bad guy from the first Doctor Strange. Toronto.
Yeah.
That's his niece.
Oh. Me and my roommate agreed that it was this is one of the weaker endings for me.
It was just to introduce. This is the direction that we're taking Doctor Strange now, and they introduce a new character because it's also introducing his new love interest.
I just wanted, I'm not mad at what they did. I just wanted maybe if she would have revealed where they're going. Like maybe
they went to the dark dimension.
No, look, oh shit.
Because she's from the dark dimension.
Yeah, I guess because they did say. I was gonna say it was just maybe just a little bit more. I know gotten spoiled through the years on Marvel endings. They're always big and fantastical, and also the true ending was Hot Dog Man stopped slapping himself.
Yeah.
That was the real true ending. I could have gone without seeing that again, but all in all, solid movie.
Yeah.
As far as it ranks to me for all time in the MCU, can't think of all the numbers, but I will give it a solid.
I think it was like an 8.5 out of 10 for me.
They did a lot. They established this might be like the flashpoint in the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
That might be, it will be. Because when the X-Men get their own movie, Fantastic Four get their own movie, when we see this, see that, it's all because of this movie introducing.
And I guess it's setting up, it's like he's also, I mean, the idea is that they're killing off all the other Avengers so they can bring in the new Avengers, which is, you know.
I remember saying that too. People was like, we'll give you that idea. Just movie contracts running out.
Yeah. People not resigning.
Yeah.
Because they don't keep people on, they resign.
And also, spoiler alert, the Guardians is going to be their last movie. How do I know this? This has not came out officially. Dave Bautista has wished this cast thank you for an amazing journey. So at bare minimum, Drax is dead.
Yeah, Drax is dying.
You know, like,
they kind of have to kill off some of the characters in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
too many people.
Because the Guardians of the Galaxy has a revolving door of people who come in and out.
Yeah.
So, like, and I think Drax does die eventually in the comic book.
And I think all of them die except for Star-Lord. And Groot.
Yeah, Groot doesn't die. Rocket doesn't die.
Rocket doesn't die. What is it?
The raccoon.
That nigga ain't no cat. He don't got none lives.
I'm saying he's a constant character in the Guardians of the Galaxy storyline, as far as I know.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he ever gets like switched out.
I was gonna say, like, when I asked, like, what is he? Like, is that nigga like immortal? Is he a?
No,
He's
he's
still
just.
like.
I'm saying he doesn't die in the story.
Oh, okay. And so yeah, so fun fact on that, but I'm okay with it. I don't know where Strange is going. Like not in movies, but just in terms of like franchise wise, because I don't predict him lasting to the new Avengers.
I think he's gonna make it.
It goes back. Let me put it like this: him and Bruce Banner both ain't making it. I only know that because they only need one smart guy. They're introducing Reed Richards, so there's already gonna be another smart guy. So,
But they're all different kinds of smart. Because like Doctor Strange isn't smart in the sense of like let's figure out some science shit.
and he ain't
He's
common
like-
sense smart because the nigga that let Spider-Man that ripped the damn universe in that. Nigga irresponsible white man on top of it.
Like I said, he's not like science smart. He's like there's some mystical shit going on. I know how to fix this. Smart.
That nigga literally just school smart. He literally just book smart.
And he's a mean surgeon, tell you that much.
I'm about to say he's by definition book smart. I respected that nigga with the time stone, and he still did stupid shit. But then there is Reed and Bruce, and then there's Shuri too,
Yeah.
and she's the smartest.
Yeah.
So it's like,
But also they lost Tony Stark. He was a smart guy.
yeah,
So that's they bring in Reed Richards to be the smart guy.
true. I'm only saying that because like the niche is filled, and so like I doubt that they're going to rehash like the Tony Stark and like a Doctor Strange thing with Reed Richards and Doctor
No.
Strange, just because like what's the point? And it's like so they are different smart, but you don't need like them. We still got Ant-Man too.
He's not smart. He's just street smart. He's literally street smart.
Hey, he's the one who went through the quantum realm.
No, he came up with the general idea of how. Hey, we might be able to travel through time, maybe.
All Iron Man did was make weapons. This nigga traveled to time. Maybe.
No. He got what happened was he shrunk down for an experiment,
Yeet.
and then everybody else got ashed, and he got stuck in that bitch. And then when he came out, it had only been like 5 minutes for him. So he was like, "Hey, bro, this quantum realm shit's weird and timey-wimey."
Oh yeah, because if he goes back and figure out, maybe if I can go in reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like,
He was thinking like maybe he can. Maybe he could. Tony Stark's the one that figured out how to actually go through time.
I get what you're saying, but he did it with already. A real genius come up with the notes. Now that nigga was given the blueprint. And, yep, he connected the dots. This is how it's done.
But that's just like saying like gasoline is flammable, and he was like, you know what? I can do with this flammable gas. I can turn it into a car engine. You did most of the work.
No, I like your example, but no, you didn't turn it to the car until that nigga set it on fire. Like,
No, he literally had nothing else other than if you shrink down, time is weird. That's it. That's all he had.
and let's not act like him and Hulk did not come up with a bunch of failed. They did fail a lot, but they still came up with some shit. That nigga had used the failed methods, and that nigga would have failed just as long as they did without the failures.
Like I said, the Hulk is good at like radiation kind of weird shit. Tony Stark is good at the actual science kind of stuff, and Doctor Strange is the space guy, the magic guy.
All them niggas ain't worth a damn. And throw Captain Marvel in there.
But like I was saying, Reed Richards or Captain Marvel, she's not smart at all.
So that's the point. How does bitch go around? She don't even need to be intellectually smart. You didn't see the most in the damn universe. It's still not worth a damn. She's still not.
All she needs is speed.
I'm about to say, like, we don't even need your intelligence. We need your experience, and that's still not helping us. Those are ancient writings that I've seen before.
Bitch, what you say?
Yeah, bitch, where you see it at? Like, thanks for telling us that you've seen it.
No, but what was I saying?
Reed.
Yeah, so Reed, and there was Reed and Tony Stark in the same at the same time. That would have been an overlap of the niche. You know what I'm saying?
I also think because like we both said it before, I think Peter's going to grow up and kind of become a less douchebaggy Iron Man.
Yeah.
So there's going to be another smart guy.
But it's kind of a trope of like Marvel superheroes is that they're all smart.
True. But even so,
at least the male superheroes are all smart.
Even in the I'm not gonna say even in the comics because I ain't paying attention to telling us like that. But like even in the animated series, shit, they know when they got their niche field. They don't need keeping all y'all niggas around. We gonna keep the most essential of these niggas around.
But also, like Hulk is smart, right? But he's not. That's not really how he's advertised and shown in the show.
Yeah.
In the movies. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of fun.
It's known that he's actually a pretty smart scientist.
Yeah.
But like, no one really gives a fuck. That's not really your role here.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of fucked up, and I only put it like this because the only role that he can have is being smart. Nigga arm fucked up. Like he's out the fighting game.
I think in the next movie they're gonna
Fix his arm.
Yeah. That he's gonna be back.
Oh, because I was like, it has to be him or Strange knocked off. My money is the Hulk just for the fact that like he's kind of worthless. Like
the Hulk literally can't die.
So he can die, but the Hulk can't die.
Yes, but the Hulk would always save Banner.
Oh, because I didn't actually.
Because like it's literally a line in like Avengers 1 where like Banner's like I try to shoot myself in the head and the Hulk spit the bullet out.
I wonder if that's because I know in the comics Bruce Banner could die, and that was fucked up for the world because that means Hulk is just Hulk. Hulk is just Hulk 24/7.
Yeah, but I think in this one like Hulk, the Hulk and Bruce Banner are like
they gotta stay
they are
together.
one person. So Bruce Banner actually died.
Okay, I was about to say because I thought when they merged, that kind of just showed. I don't know why in my head they showed, huh? So they're one now, but they really need each other.
Well, I think in this one they're like two separate personalities.
Yeah.
And then when it was Smart Hulk, it was them being.
It's basically like Green Goblin.
Yeah.
But
put the two personalities together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We touched many bases. Liked it all. Can't wait. I think Thor is next up. Can't wait for Thor.
Love and Thunder. If they keep it on the same trajectory as Ragnarok, it's gonna be a great movie.
It's so bad for the fact that in my heart of hearts, this has every potential to be trash because I'm a man who plays the numbers. There was 2 stinkers of Thor, then there was 1 great one. Bro, it's the numbers say it could easily be a stinker. Like it does not.
I think they finally figured out the formula to make a good Thor movie.
Yeah.
So I think they're going. It's at least going to be more of the same of Ragnarok.
And he does have to get Guardian, so it can only be
it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
It's going to be funny.
Even if it's bad, at least it's funny as all hell. But Yeah, ain't got nothing else to say. Strange be on that bullshit. Wanda called him out. I do want to see Strange punished more for doing this shit.
Well, he didn't do anything in this movie.
He used the Darkhold.
That was literally the only thing he could do. There was no other option.
That was the same thing with the other Strangers, but they knocked that nigga off.
Wong let him slide. Wong knew he used the Darkhold.
Wong is one of them niggas. Wong is that nigga that's your boss, but no can't fuck with you. He became your boss because you miss work a lot, not because he's.
We all miss work. Yeah.
Like Wong knows that. Wong knows it is hard to heart.
Yeah, Wong knows if Strange and him got into a fight, Strange would win.
I was about to say Wong was feeling salty. You know they bow, bro. Wong really thought he could go with that nigga. Bro, you can bow or get down. It's one of the two. I ain't give him an option. You can bow or whatever. It'd be cool if you bow. But that's what I want to see. Wong need his own goddamn movie.
Or at least a TV show.
That nigga just be doing shit. But I ain't got nothing else more.
Yeah, I mean, it was good shit. Excited for the next phase of Marvel movies. Off to a good start.
Well.
Yeah.